The delusion of modern women thinking they are 10s. Wow, this should be very interesting. But I ain't gonna waste y'all time. We're gonna get straight into the video. But y'all already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most of all, make sure you turn on those post notifications so that you get notified when I upload a new video. So without further ado, we're gonna see what this delusional woman is talking about.
I've never been to a festival, so it was a lot to take in.
You went in blind.
I did not know what I was signing up for. A lot of ass. There was a lot
of everything.
A lot of everything. Anyways, so I went around and asked people to rank themselves 1 to 10. Mm-hmm. And the most common answer I got from women was, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10. And to me, like, a 10 is that you're perfect. Mm-hmm. Which to me is a little bit narcissistic. Mm-hmm. So why are people so quick to say that they're a 10?
Ooh. I mean, you have to kind of think that people will always be drawn to confidence. You can't just go around saying, I mean, even if you are like subjectively a, I don't know, 5, 6 maybe, you can't let everyone know that. You have to be like, no, listen, I'm a 10.
Yep.
But that just means you're being delusional then. You're being delusional. You have to be realistic with yourself. Nobody's saying you can't be confident, but you also have to live in reality and be realistic with yourself. So, with no makeup on, no mascara, or whatever that bullshit some of y'all females be putting on your face, right? Nothing on your face, right? It's just your bare skin when you get out the shower. Are you a 10? You feel me? You really have to be honest with yourself. You can't just say, oh yeah, I'm a 10, because that's just how you feel. You feel like you're a 10. Okay, nobody's saying you can't have confidence. But at the same time, you have to be realistic with yourself. And you also have to understand that you're only going to attract certain people. So you may think you're a 10, but not everybody's going to think you're a 10. And then this is where the delusion comes in. Because now that you think that you're a 10, in your mind, you think that everybody's supposed to think that you're a 10. And that's just not how life works. You can't force people to partake in your image of yourself. You can't do that. But let's see what else she has to say.
I think it's delusion.
I think confidence is sexy. So even if you aren't like objectively or conventionally attractive, someone that is very charming is still seen as like, attractive or just charming in general.
She's lying. She's lying. And I hate when people say that, because don't get me wrong, confidence is attractive and it does play a big part in finding a partner, you know what I'm saying, or just, being attractive to people in general. It does play a big part. But what people have to understand is that looks do matter. You get what I'm saying? It's the first thing you see when you meet a woman. If you're a guy and you see a woman, the first thing you're going to see is her body and her face. You get what I'm saying? So the first thing that is going to matter is her looks. Now, is it the most important thing that matters? Not really. It does matter though. It does. I would say looks matter. It's like just one half of the cake. You get what I'm saying? The other half would be like the personality. In order for it to be perfect, even though nothing is perfect, but let's just entertain this idea. In order for it to be perfect, the woman would have to meet 2 criteria. She would have to have amazing looks that make you attractive to her, and then she would also need to have a good personality to go along with her beauty. And therefore, for you, she would be perfect. Now, for somebody else, she might not be perfect. Like I said, all dudes have different, tastes when it comes to women. But I would also argue that most women like slim, thick females that are in shape, that have less body fat percentages, that are just not walking out here with big guts and all of that. I would say that that's what most men like.
True confidence is just arrogance.
I don't think it's arrogance, because I don't think having confidence makes you arrogant.
But it's like, why are they confident? So if they know that they're not, they don't really feel that they're a 10, but they're just saying that they're a 10.
It's a good point. I guess it's more than like attractiveness is in how you look. It's more like, I feel confident in myself. You cannot be like, you might have like pimples or like scars on your face, but if you're a confident person, you can still be a 10, no?
No.
Wouldn't you say that means you have no room to improve?
I think I understand what you mean, but I feel like I don't really like this idea of like humans having to constantly improve themselves because it means that we're in like a perpetual state of not enough.
But that's the reality of it, though. We see, and I'm gonna bring religion into this. You feel me? So I know some of y'all may not be religious, but I'm gonna just bring religion into it. The moral of the story is, right? As humans, we are sinful, wicked beings. We will never be perfect. We will never compare to the level that God is at. You feel me? No, God is the almighty being. He's perfect. There is no flaws with God. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing flawed about him. But we as humans, his creation, we are flawed beings. You get what I'm saying? Which is full of sin. You get what I'm saying? We make mistakes every single day. We're not perfect and we will never be perfect. Even the most Christian person that, he does everything by the book. He doesn't eat junk food. He works out. He goes to church every Sunday. He reads the Bible. He does Bible study. That guy like that, even him is a sinful being. Now, of course, he's not doing the crazy, heinous things that some other people might be doing, but he's still not perfect and he will never be perfect. You get what I'm saying? But God has given us the chance that even though we are sinful, wicked beings, and even though we commit sin on a daily basis, he still gives us a chance of salvation and that we can someday hope to, achieve. You get what I'm saying? That's if you're a Christian or not. I know not everybody's religious, but I just wanted to put that out there. Now to the point where she says that, humans are in a constant state of having to improve ourselves. We're always going to be at a constant state of that because that as humans, we're flawed beings and we will never be perfect. There is no such thing as being perfect for humans. It's just not the reality. It isn't, bro. You get what I'm saying? If perfection was actually a real thing, if humans were actually able to achieve perfection, a lot of the things that we have now in our society would just stay the same forever. It would be no need for improvement because we're perfect, right? So it would be no need for improvement because that's literally what perfection means. There is no room for improvement because you're perfect. Therefore, you don't need to improve. You get what I'm saying? That's why, and that's what these females are not understanding. When you go around saying that you're a 10 and you're a 10 and you're a 10, you're basically saying that you're perfect and you don't need to improve in any aspect. You get what I'm saying? And that's just not the reality, and that's just not the case for anybody. It's just not. I'm not perfect. There's still things that I need to improve on. And I would say the same for everybody else that's living on planet Earth. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like, at that point, it's not even you being confident. You're just being arrogant. That's really what it is. There's a difference between being confident in yourself and knowing your flaws to just being plain arrogant and narcissistic and just thinking that you don't need to improve on anything and you're just this perfect being that just doesn't need to do anything because you're perfect. You get what I'm saying? There's a difference. Those are not the same thing.
I feel like it's kind of good that some people have accepted, like, oh, I'm just good as I am. Because then, it's a happy state to be in.
Yeah, but you could be good as you are as a 5. It's not an insult, that's average,
Yeah, there'll always be someone that will like you.
Yeah.
There's someone for everyone, definitely.
You think there's someone for
Hopefully.
There's more women on the planet than men.
Yeah.
So, like, by the numbers, there's not. Some people get left behind, you know what I mean?
That's
Gets
true.
like that.
It's tough out here.
I have a clip for us to react to where we kind of dives into this a little bit. Blessing, pull up the first clip. I kept my original stance. Yeah, this one. So this was, you can see how far the show's come because this was an old show. But it started from the beginning, Blessing. Yeah, started from the, I don't know why it started there. Yeah. Ooh. 11, if like being a 10 is you're perfect. So do you think you're perfect?
No, I think there's beauty in imperfection. Perfection is not. Why are you talking over me?
No, I'd say there's glamour and beauty. There's a difference.
Anyway,
Jessica, chill.
I believe that I'm an 11 out of 10 just because I can, and I'm allowed to be that way. And I genuinely believe I was not done talking. I genuinely believe that perfection is not real, but there's beauty in imperfection, and I think
No, like you're very attractive. Like I think
you.
you're like I think you're attractive.
Don't
but
give
but
her
no
gas.
but wait, but can you let me finish? Let me
Sorry,
finish.
go on.
So, but I'm saying like to me, I would never say I'm a 10 because like a 10 is like perfect, and I don't think I'm perfect. So I get like
is that. But we were saying looks-wise, right?
Yeah.
And I genuinely see myself as genuinely beautiful. I genuinely see myself as someone who is a goddess. Because at the end of the day, society
goddess
is
is
what
crazy.
decides on beauty standards, right?
Right.
And I don't have to follow that beauty standard.
Right.
I genuinely believe that I'm beautiful.
Yeah, well, and I'm not taking that away from you. I just
Yeah.
I just could
Though.
never say like I wouldn't say you're perfect. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
When I say 11 out of 10, I'm just playing around, but I do think I'm really a 10 out of 10. Like, genuinely, I feel like I'm a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I take care of myself.
What is giving you that?
My looks? We were only talking about looks.
Yeah,
we weren't talking about
so
personality or skill or anything like that.
Is that based on the way people have treated you throughout your life?
No, this is based on how I was raised and how I view myself and how I've worked hard to see the beauty that I deserve to see.
So you see an 11 out of 10 beauty.
Bro, it's a joke. Dog,
well, okay, but we could say 10 out of 10.
I'm saying 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like I just said, I consider myself a 10 out of 10 for sure.
So you think you're up there with... So who would you see in like the media that's like a 10 out of 10 woman?
Why are we going based off of media people?
No, like 10.
Why does that matter?
Well, because
based on society's beauty standards and what they think is a 10 out of 10.
Well, because that like society's beauty standards.
But I don't give a fuck about society. That's the key here. Is that I have my own viewpoint.
Right.
Like,
I don't like her tone and her voice. You know, she's coming off as very masculine. That's not attractive at all. She's using a lot of profanity when she speaks. She's not very woman-like. You get what I'm saying? I just don't like her demeanor, like how she's carrying herself. It's, you know, like, they're just trying to have a simple discussion with you, miss. Like, why are you being so, like, masculine for? You're a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be acting like that. You're not supposed to be talking like that. Chill. Like, you feel me? Relax.
Okay, so who would you class as a 10 out of 10?
why does
Apart
that
from
matter?
yourself.
Well, because like in order to scale someone 1 to 10, someone has to not be a 10.
Right.
So
exactly.
so
I
like
fully agree with that.
yeah, and so
But
So
I'm
who's
not.
a 9?
But we asked what I think I am. What he thinks he is. What you think you are. I'm not going based off of anybody else except for what I see in the mirror.
right. So but then like that almost wouldn't be a scale. That like because then you have no way to measure
It's
it.
bullshit,
personal-
right?
Okay, so it's like your way of rebelling against the scale almost.
Forget rebellion. It's just genuinely how I feel.
Right.
Like,
And I'm not saying like I think you're beautiful. Like,
yeah, and
but
I
it's just
genuinely think
but
you're
it's
beautiful
just,
too. So
but
I think it's harsh
just
for you to say that you're a 5
well,
out of 10.
right. But I just think I live like in
Compared to
reality.
you, then. You comparing her to you, because you're
No,
10.
I'm not making a
No,
comparison.
but I'm
telling
saying-
her in her own right, she is beautiful.
Say she's a 10 then.
Yes.
But like
And you're a 10.
In her
but,
own right.
but I just
See, I'm
think
a 10.
if I was a 10, I would have had modeling.
You say I'm a 10.
Yeah.
He just stick out his tongue at me.
No.
Hold up.
No, because
You say I'm a 10.
Sir, we talking about pro.
no.
Anyway, beauty is in the eye of the
But do you know what I'm
beholder.
saying? Like, I think if I was like a 10, right, then I would have had modeling. I would have had modeling contracts by now. I would have had people. I would have had results to show that I would have had
Right.
NFL, NBA players.
But remember, that is all
constantly-
based on beauty standards that are set by
That's
society.
based on reality.
I do
like
not.
that's society.
That's
That's
what I'm saying,
reality. And like,
But I don't see the same way that other people do, though. That's the
Yeah.
thing,
Let me
like,
ask you a question.
Then you just simply don't live in reality. That's really what it is. You just simply don't live in reality. You get what I'm saying? So I think what she has to understand that there is a beauty standard that we have in our society. You get what I'm saying? It is, and it's not even just in America, it's in other countries as well. What I know, in Africa, fat women are not really attractive. You get what I'm saying? In Africa, you know, as a woman, you should be more slim and have less body fat percentage. Therefore, if you are slim and have less body fat percentage, you are more attractive. You're like this obese woman, you get what I'm saying? You're going to be less attractive than a woman that is slim and has less percentage. Less body fat percentage, I mean. Like, it's just the reality of it. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Well, that was interesting. Interesting clip by Just Pearly. Love watching her videos. You could tell she really understands, female nature and how women, go about stuff like this. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I really like watching her videos. But yeah, man, the delusion just never stops, man. It just never stops. It never ends. You get what I'm saying? I feel like there's gonna come a point in time in the future where, females are really just gonna like lose it. Like, you feel me? I mean, they're already losing it. You feel me? You have a lot of females on TikTok going insane, developing mental disorders and stuff like that. And it's really the social programming from social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, like everything it's brainwashing a lot of these females, man. And it's very unfortunate and sad. It really is. But listen, I just know I'm gonna keep doing me. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing me, and from being aware of these type of things, I already know what type of woman to stay away from. You feel me? It just is what it is. But yeah, man, that's the end of the reaction, and I'll see y'all on the next video.